live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. So here's the lefty, Justin Steele. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Makes the catch for the out. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
And a pitch. On the ground. And that's just foul. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact. In the dirt. The throw to first, and that'll do it. We're midway. Bottom of the first. Dansby Swanson stands in. And a 1-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. The 1-2. Ripped to short. Whips it across. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, he's coming off a nice 4 RBI performance last time out, so they'll certainly take something like that again. It's very interesting. When a guy gets comfortable with runners on base, that's when he can do a lot of damage. He's having some really good at-bats, especially when it matters right now.
High fly ball down the left field line. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. Fly ball down the line, and that is a foul ball. 2-2 down. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. Top of the second. Here's Lane Thomas. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. Edge of the zone for a strike, and now 2-2.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Here's Chavis now.
The first baseman, number 6, Michael.
Second inning here, no score. And now the count is even. That's hard hit in the line. Hat makes the play. Out. number 2.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Nothing doing for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Hard hit left side. Throws to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
High fly ball out into left center field. Robles gliding to his right. He can't get there. It's a base hit. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's got himself a triple. Trey Mancini now. The pitch. And that's too high. Slice to right. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And it's 1-0.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it. But a really good job of getting that run in from third.
And the pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1-2 here. Next offering misses down and away. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side. Chavis takes it himself, inning over. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Cubs 1 and the Nationals nothing. Top half of the third inning, and now up for Washington, Jurickson Profar. And a 1-2. Line drive, base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
This one smoked out to left. Squeezes it, and there's one down. So digging in, Travis Blankenhorn. The 2-1. And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Suzuki grabs it on the run. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, and stepping in is the speedy C.J. Abrams, and he deals. And 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
It's a good take.
And he hits a ground ball right side over to Swanson. That's out number 3. So 1 left for Washington, and it remains 1-0. Now batting Tyler Wade. 2 hits in the game last night.
The third baseman, Tyler Wade.
The pitch. And that's ball 4.
Leading off for the Cubs,
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Next offering upstairs.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run.
And there he goes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out looking. Jonathan Daza steps to the plate. And a pitch. So now 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Corner checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing, that's...
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it 1-0. Here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Hebert Ruiz. In the air, right field. Suzuki pulls that one down. 1 up, 1 down. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Corner, jump throw. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Right fielder, Lane Thomas.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Nationals, Lane Thomas. 0 for 1 with a flyout, and that should be extra bases.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Thomas off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's downstairs and outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. And welcome back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Seiya Suzuki. Yeah, there's the strike. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Kelnick under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Ian Happ up to hit. He tripled and scored his first time. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss as he was late. Here comes a pitch. Base hit, left center field. Around first, heading for 2. Not in time, it's a double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Got him looking. 2 out.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger.
Now this one gets through. Happ on his way home. He scores, and they lead by 2. Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for Chicago, Tyler Wade. The 1-1 is fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. Next offering is outside. That's to third. Profar. They get the force, and that is the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Jared Kellner.
Jared Kellner.
At the belt and fires. Swung on, popped up on the infield. 1 down. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. This to third. Fires across the diamond. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Victor Robles. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Toss to Mancini, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson, this is a guy who kind of had a target on his back. #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt. People were expecting a whole lot, comparing him to Derek Jeter.
The 1-2. And now 2-2. Swanson with an outstanding career at Vanderbilt. Won the 2014 College World Series and was also named the most outstanding player. Next offering misses. Full count now. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk.
You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's Nico Horner. Kicks and fires. And here it comes. And now it's filled up. Swanson on second. Daza on at first with nobody out. Sets him down looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Oh, you know, that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately.
That one is absolutely belted. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Danny Jansen hits one out. His 14th of the year. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-zip. Andres Machado comes on now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Ian Happ. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Robles makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. And the lead is now 5-0. Top 6. Now, Travis Blankenhorn. Ball to strike. The pitch. And he chases a high fastball there.
You know, these Nationals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
2-2 now. Popped in the air. Left field. Puts it away for the out. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz, a switch hitter batting right. The pitch. There's a strike.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
And there's a hit. Throws to second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's gone. He sends a rocket to left. And they slice into the lead. It's 5-2.
Well, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
Digging in, Lane Thomas. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Relay throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Man, I love the hustle out of the box right there to make that triple happen. And just an absolute laser into the opposite field gap. He was digging hard the entire way.
Adbert Alzala gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
That's inside. 2-1. 2 outs with a runner at third. That one missed. Jared Kellner to bat next. The pitch. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. On the pitch now for the Nationals, Jordan Weems. He last pitched 2 days ago. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Bounce to the right. Blankenhorn to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Caught him looking for the K. And next for the Cubs, Tyler Wade. And a 3-1 on the way. Top of the zone for a called strike. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now, Dansby Swanson. The 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Back-to-back base hits. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Hunter Harvey.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Pitch misses inside, and a count 2-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Robles makes the grab, and that's the inning. Cubs strand a couple, and it remains 5-2. Here's Jared Kelnick. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Left-hand hitter waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the right-hander deals to third. Wade tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul straight back. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Jake Diekman. He's into the game with the bases empty. Ground ball left side. Toss to Mancini. 2 up, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 16.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
Robles.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Brad Boxberger throwing and getting ready for David Ross. To kick the 3-2. In the air to left down the line. Fair ball. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Blankenhorn climbs in on that left side. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. In the air, left field. Pat makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Tapped softly on the ground. Profar sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. And the Cubs are down. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Dylan Floro.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Next offering is in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. Line drive, short hop to third. Gathers and throws. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. Hebert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. And down on strikes. That's out number 2.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So now the DH spot, Joey Meneses. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Sends it to first. That's the 3rd out. So they go quiet. So a lefty out of the pen, Tim Cate.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Next pitch is downstairs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Bounced up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a throw, and they come away without an out. So up now for Chicago, Trey Mancini. That one the other way. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Half on his way home. He will score, and they're up by 4. Safely into third. It's an RBI triple.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters...
Hammered, base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's 7-2. And that's a double.
Comes through with the RBI. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it. And that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
He can't get there. That should be extra bases. Bellinger on his way home. He'll score. It's 8-2.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
On the ground. And that's a base hit. Wait, around third. Here's the throw to the plate. In there. He scores. And it's 9-2. Now the number 2 hitter, Jonathan Daza. Swing and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And up next for Chicago, Nico Horner. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Kelnick makes the grab, 1 down. Danny Jansen to hit here. Next offering is downstairs.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
And he grounds one back up the middle, and that eats him up. The run comes in to score from second, and it's now 10-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
On to pitch now for the Nationals, Tanner Rainey.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Lane Thomas. That clips the corner. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Tyler Duffy up and loosening in the pen. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Ground ball up the middle. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And misses inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a strike. And now 2-2. In the air, out towards left center, and he'll play it on a bounce.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, and here is Jared Kellner. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Chavis over at first with 1 away. Next offering is fouled back.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Another 1-2. Back to the mound. Over to Swanson. He turns it. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Well, these guys just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push it a little further. Get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing